Vaccines have been around for hundreds of years, and they've done a lot of good ever since they've been introduced into the world. However, a dangerous and shallow-minded movement has started in the past 20 to 30 years that is against vaccinations, and I'm here to prove all of their points wrong and why vaccines need to keep improving, and we need to have more and more to keep the world healthier. Because proving anti-vaxxers is not hard, because they have no basis in science for their beliefs. So the main belief by anti-vaxxers is that vaccines cause autism. This was found in one study in the 90s by Dr. Andrew Wakefield, but not long after that he stated himself that he cooked his evidence, and also all the other 10 scientists who worked with him on this project all got off board a few years later and said there was no proof in this and the scientific method was false. So the main belief, the main backing behind the vaccines cause autism movement was disproven pretty quickly, and you may ask why it's still around today. It's because they latched on to something else that is just as false. And that is that mercury preservative called thimersil inside of the mumps vaccine could cause autism as well, or it was just dangerous to human beings in general. Once again, this was disproven by the Institute of Medicine in 2004 and further studies by the Harvard Institute of Medicine in 2006 and 2007 that kept disproving these thoughts that vaccines could cause autism or have any proof towards human beings. Now, even if vaccines did cause this harm, which they don't, the good that vaccines have done would far, far outweigh any negative consequences that they may have. All the good from vaccines in the world is truly astounding, and I find it remarkable that anybody could fight against them. Just to begin, the list of eradicated diseases, not ones that have just begun to dip very much, is growing huge. Now, technically, smallpox is the only disease that is completely eradicated worldwide, but in America, we have also eradicated diseases such as polio, guinea worm disease, yaws, malaria, rubella, hookworm. The list goes on and on for diseases that have been eradicated in first world countries. And if you ever need any more proof, Forbes magazine put out an article that said you can see all the good vaccines have done in just one graphic. And as you can see here, the amount of cases of these diseases before and after vaccines, there is no comparison. Diphtheria, influenza, hepatitis A and B, all down by at least 80%. And the list goes on and on. Mumps basically cured, polio cured, rubella cured, smallpox cured. It's pretty astounding that people can fight against vaccines whenever they have this evidence. But even just to sum it all up, not vaccinating your child is a privileged choice that people do not think about. Most anti-vaxxers suffer from something called the recency bias, which is basically that autism is a new disease. We don't understand it very well, so it's a very big fear to most parents who think that vaccines could give their child autism, whereas vaccines have cured diseases such as mumps, smallpox, polio. Parents who are in the anti-vax movement don't feel those as a real threat because they were prominent so long ago, but they feel that autism is much more harmful, so they latch onto that, even though it is not correct at all and it is not based in science.
Yay.